Hi! Welcome to a very special episode, everyone. That's all you get. I'm not doing Harry Carey for the rest of the episode. So I have to admit that this is one of those rare cards that I actually had to chase down. I didn't even know it existed until I started watching Destroyer's Last Laugh on YouTube. I'm sure that you've all seen the thumbnail by now, so you know that we're doing the Terminator dart. Now, we've done some very pretty cars on this channel, but this one's going to take the cake. Let's get started. Now, everybody say it with me. First thing that we got to do, drill out the pegs. It's already a pretty good looking car, but man, that yellow is going to look striking on it when we're done. The only other major modification that I can see that's going to cause me any trouble is probably the decals. There's probably only about 1,500 little stickers all over this car. That's all right. Once I get it pulled apart, I'm sure it'll go much more quickly. All that's left is the glass, and then it's off to the goo. You'll see that I'm still working in the house. At the time I recorded this, it was 250,000 degrees below zero in Ohio. That's all right. Foggy didn't mind having me in the house for a little bit. Let's get all the goo off of it, polish it up, and then get it into primer. While I'm scrubbing the car, I'm going to tell you to go over to Destroyer's Last Laugh and subscribe. You are doing yourself a disservice if you don't. Everyone needs a laugh every once in a while. The beauty of the meme show, which is something that Eric, Dan IT Guy's wife, and Pimpin' host, is that everybody else makes you laugh too. Would you look at that? It's time for primer. And since I don't have any major body modifications to do, it's directly onto paint after that. Well, except for the hood, that is. I may have lost where I was when I started painting it. Just look at that. This car is going to be beautiful. One thing that I did notice after I got the first layer of paint on it was that, well, there are no bumperettes on his car. These have got to go. Luckily for me, though, there's not much to grind off. Yeah, that doesn't look so bad. Let's get onto those decals. Focus. Focus, you damn dinosaur. There you go. I will say that even though there's 13,000 decals on this car, Eric did make it pretty easy on me. There are a lot of photos of it. Referencing placement was very easy on this one, so thanks a lot, Eric. I do actually appreciate it. Now you'll see that on the edge of the decal, right here, there's a little bit of white still showing from the decal paper. Once I hand that off to Foggy, I'll let her use the original paint to blend it in a little better. Now, I've got to grind these intakes off of this hood. Eric's car has a regular hood scoop, and, well, these just don't look right, so they've got to go too. Now, I didn't record it, but I used a two-part epoxy to fill in the gaps. That's what I'm grinding off here. Once I get that done, I'll paint the hood and apply the decals, but let's get on to the first of the Tinkercad sessions for the day. This one's pretty self-explanatory. All I'm doing is creating the hood scoop. While you watch me work, just listen to some New Guy's guitar. Yeah, I don't think that looks too terrible. In point of fact, the shape is just about perfect, but I find out later that it might just be a little too big. Once my dirty old 3D printer is done printing it, I'll sand it down and I'll put it on the hood. Then it's off to paint. Remember how I said that I was going to have Foggy blend in the decals and do the finishing work for me? Well, here it is. Enjoy! Just look at her go. This is actual speed. So where are we once she's done with it? Right here. What did I tell you? I knew this car was going to be beautiful. All right, back to Tinkercad so that we can print the motor and the rims. Alrighty, I think we've suffered through enough Tinkercad for one day. Let's do a couple of fitment tests and then see if we can't get this thing put back together. Yeah, you see, I'm just not happy with that hood scoop. The rest of the car looks amazing, but, well, I'm just not happy with the hood scoop. I'm going to redo it. The interior needs to be black like the dashboard, but that's not going to be difficult. See? Instant black interior. Now, I didn't realize it until after I'd already printed the other rims, but I have a really nice set that will look perfect on this car. They're coming off of Jay Leno's Mercedes. If you ever see this, Jay, I apologize. I stole your rims. Tell me those don't look perfect for drag rims. I should have thought of this before I even designed the other rims. Anyway, once I'm done pulling the rims off of these axles, I'm going to have to harvest some new axles from another car. You can't really see it in the video because, well, my equipment is ancient, but I am bending the crap out of them. I'm also going to have to tub the back wheel wells. Can you see how much further out the rims are sticking than the wheel wells are? I'm pretty sure I have a solution for that too. Yeah, I think I figured it out. The front rims are going to be the original ones that came on the car, minus the center caps. The back ones are going to be the wide ones off of Jay Leno's Mercedes. That way, if you ever happen to look at it from the bottom, it's actually going to look like a real drag car. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is how you tub the wheel wells on a Hot Wheels car. Well, an M2 anyway. See? Perfect fit. Alright, let's get on to fixing that hood. I'll get everything put back together and reshoot the hood. But what do you say we get onto those glamour shots?